regardless if you're able to feel anything, regardless if you're able to visualize anything, that one is one to be practiced, like all meditations. The process of visualizing, first of all, is the process of using your imagination. That's really what it is. Society tells you that your imagination is wishy-washy, and that your imagination has no value. I beg to differ. Your imagination is very powerful, and the more you can visualize things, and the more you can visualize things not only of what you want in your life and these situations and experiences, but what you can visualize inside your body is a doorway into many things, because there's a lot more things going on than just your physical body. So, with this meditation, it's something to be practiced, not just here. When you're feeling that fear in the everyday, that anxiety before you do anything, this is a process of you moving it up here, like literally visualizing that feeling coming up here as much as you possibly can, not with force, not like flexing it or something. Just visualize it lightly, very effortlessly, trying to move it here, and then feeling that little spark of light spreading throughout. And like I said, this is only the process of moving those polarities. So fear, just another side of love. And as you can kind of move that over to the other side, and love not being romance, love just being the natural abundance and bliss that you want to feel, that is the process of kind of moving that through. Okay? So, for the next little topic, this one's going to be a bit quicker. The last one is a little bit, heavy, so I wanted to get into that one. But this one is really related with, obviously, faith and surrender. So two words that, people kind of get misconstrued a little bit. But really this is related in a very practical sense into, whatever goals you have right now. Whatever you're trying to achieve in your life, whatever goals you have, whatever path you feel like you're on, what journey you feel like you're on, whatever it is, there's something you feel like you're on, especially if you're here in this room doing some sort of meditation. It just wouldn't happen, okay? But when it comes to goals and achievements and these types of things, left brain world, set the goal, set the date, set the plan, set the action, do it, right? But how many times does life work like that? Very rarely. So all is well on that side, that's your left brain. Now it's time to activate the other side. So you're setting these goals for yourself, you're setting this path for yourself, mostly directed at an end goal, right? You usually have an end goal in mind, which really is kind of a detriment to yourself, because you realize that every time you reach that end goal, you need another one. A new goal, a new thing to feel good, a new car, a new whatever, right? So something that I actually had to deal with for a long time, and I'm just starting to realize, on the deepest level of understanding the process, understanding the journey, understanding that that goal probably will never really come, that ultimate goal, the ultimate journey and the purpose in which you're looking for. So, if we just, get basic and setting a goal or something, the next step to that whole plan you've kind of, tried to set up for yourself. If this happens, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to make this happen. And you're very positive about it. You're very positive, but really the chances of that happening exactly as you said are very slim. So the concept of faith and surrender is really the concept of understanding that that this goal or this thing will manifest. In which the direction you're going and how it's going to play out, because you know what you want, and you know the feeling in which you want. But really, that concept of having faith to achieving it is all you need. Because just setting that and then letting it all go, letting go of the plan, letting go of the way you think things need to happen, the control in what you've set, all of a sudden now this visualization you've created, this path you've created becomes 10 times better than you ever could have imagined. Because when we think of the universe giving you things, when you think of, when we go back to the fear thing, all the failures you thought you were going to have, the epic failure, but for some reason we're all in this room, we're wearing clothes, we probably drove here, we're probably going home to food and a family, we have a job. You're quite, blessed with a lot of things. So, this process of just having faith that things will just work out, not in a lazy sense where I'm not going to do anything, but in a sense where I don't need to control it, I don't need to micromanage every single thing. Now all of a sudden, first the pressure is off you, and second, like I said, things will move much faster than you ever could have imagined. Because this micromanaging, the controlling, all these things, this is deeming that you think you know everything. You think you know it all. But we don't, because every day we're proving that we don't. Every day we learn something new. So in that concept of faith and surrender, you're just letting go. Letting go to the path, letting go to the universe, letting go to whatever creator that you think of, if you are into that. But really the concept of letting go, that things will just be placed where they need to. And a lot of people are experiencing the concept of synchronicity recently. It's been happening for quite some time now. But it's the concept of meaningful coincidence. So to somebody that coincidence happens every 2 months, or every 3 months a coincidence happens, things don't seem too connected. Things don't seem too meaningful, really. And I relate this to the concept of, if you're a type of person that just does their job and you go home and, eat all day, eat all night, and then you sleep and you repeat, and that's your life, then really this is not going to apply to you. Because there's nothing to surrender. What are you surrendering to? Oh, I'm going to, have more shows to watch tomorrow. A new bag of chips is going to come out and I'm going to buy it. It just doesn't, it doesn't make any sense. So the concept of you having some sort of purpose or realizing some sort of purpose or seeing the connections in things. So the synchronicity concept is happening more and more to people. Seeing that these meaningful coincidences are starting to happen over and over and over to the point where it's happening, okay, a couple times a day, 5 times a day, 20 times a day, 30 times a day, 50 times a day, to the point where every single thing seems like it's in perfect place. And for my own personal journey, this is definitely what's happened as soon as I kind of started going on this business, meditation type journey. And slowly you start seeing things occurring and occurring and occurring and connecting like they never have before. And the more that you can have faith in this process of it as it's happening. Not in the sense of getting all excited every time something happens, because that's just going to push you in the other direction. But just realizing that's just a natural flow of things. There's a natural occurrence of things. And as I just realized that if I could sink into this, things will just happen. Things will manifest. And this goal that I've created for myself, yes, it probably happened. Will it happen exactly the way I thought it? Maybe not. But I'm okay with that. So very powerful, because we're all setting goals. We all have some sort of plan for our life. We all have some sort of thing, or we think we do. I'm retiring at this age, getting married at this age, having kids at this age. Doing this. It's all planned out, right? So we need to be okay with it not working out exactly like that, because that's not a reality. Okay. So I'm going to check the time because we may not do that meditation. No, we will not. That one, that meditation. I'm going to tell you how to do it, but we're going to go into the next one. I want you to go home tonight. It's a full moon, I forgot to mention. It's a powerful night to set intentions on things. But whatever goal you have, whatever journey you think you're on, whatever thing you have, go into your meditation. I'll send you the music you can use. You can do it in silence, whatever. Visualize it. Feel as if it's already a reality for you. Not like you have to do these things to get it. Not that you have to do this to get that. Nothing. It's already here. Whatever that reality is for you, visualize it. Feel it as it's already true. And the moment that you catch that feeling, sink into it for a little bit, it'll feel good. But then release from it. Release from it. Gone. Visualization out of your mind. And sink into silence. Visualize, if you can, maybe like a little tube, like a rabbit hole, or like a tunnel. And just sink and fall, and let yourself fall. And you're just lying down too before the bed and you fall asleep. But do that. And you do that every single day when you wake up, every single day when you go to bed. You feel the reality of what you want, and then you let go of it instantly. And the more that you do this, I tell you, it will happen so quickly you can never imagine. Just the process of you feeling it, and then instantly not being attached to it. Because as soon as you start getting attached to this, oh, I gotta feel this, I gotta keep this, all of a sudden you start meditating 4 hours a day like I did, and, you can do that, but there's still life to live.
That's too much.
So, do that when you go home, write it on my wall, send me an email, tell me how it goes.